Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing. Today we're going to be finishing off Thus Spoke Zarathustra and then heading over to the Halls of Eternity to find more paper. So, let's get going. And I answered, As yet hath my word not removed mountains, and what I have spoken hath not reached man. I went indeed unto men, but not yet have I attained unto them. Then was there again spoken unto me without voice. What knowest thou thereof? The dew falleth on the grass, when the night is most silent. And I answered, They mocked me when I found and walked in mine own path, and certainly did my feet then tremble. And thus did they speak unto me, Thou forgottest the path before, now dost thou also forget how to walk? Then was there again spoken unto me without voice. What matter about their mockery? Thou art one who hast unlearned to obey. Now shalt thou command. Knowest thou not who is most needed by all? He who commandeth great things. To execute great things is difficult, but the more difficult task is to command great things. This is thy most unpardonable obstinacy. Thou hast the power, and thou wilt not rule. And I answered, I lack the lion's voice for all commanding. Then was there again spoken unto me as a whispering. It is the stillest words which bring the storm. Thoughts that come with doves' footsteps guide the world. O Zarathustra, thou shalt go as a shadow of that which is to come. Thus wilt thou command, and in commanding go foremost. And I answered, I am ashamed. Then was there again spoken unto me without voice. Thou must yet become a child, and without shame, and be without shame. The pride of youth is still upon thee. Late hast thou become young. But he who would become a child must surmount even his youth. And I considered a long while, and trembled. At last, however, did I say what I had said at first? I will not. Then did a laughing take place all around me. Alas, how that laughing lacerated my bowels and cut into my heart. And there was spoken unto me for the last time, O Zarathustra, thy fruits are ripe, but thou art not ripe for thy fruits. So must thou go again into solitude, for thou shalt yet become mellow. And again was there a laughing, and it fled. When then did it become still around me, as with a double stillness. I lay, however, on the ground, and the sweat flowed from my limbs. Now have ye heard all, and why I have to return into my solitude. Nothing have I kept hidden from you, my friends. But even this have ye heard from me, who is still the most reserved of men, and will be so. Ah, my friends, I should have something more to say unto you. I should have something more to give unto you. Why do I not give it? Am I then Nygard? Nagard? I don't know that one, sorry. When, however, Zarathustra had spoken these words, the violence of his pain and a sense of the nearness of his departure from his friends came over him, so that he wept out aloud, and no one knew how to console him. In the night, however, he went away, alone, and left his friends. And with that, we come to the end of Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Volume 2. Now is the time to walk to the Halls of Eternity. So, off we go. It's going to be a bit of a trek, but regardless of that, we are going to make our way over. Hopefully we'll make it there in time before the end. But who knows? If we don't, obviously we'll just keep going until we actually get there. That is absolutely fine. And so we walk, slowly and carefully. I still need to finish editing the Moby Dick video together. That is just the Moby Dick reading, so that I can upload it as one video. Or I think it's probably going to be more than one video, judging by how long it took to read. I think it will be many more than one video. I'm going to try and keep it almost as long as I can, so that there's fewer videos to upload and to go through. I want to keep it as together as I can. I'm going to turn the music on for this walk. It will mean that I need to learn how to do the chapters thing that YouTube has, whatever the chapters feature is. I will need to learn how to do that. I have absolutely no idea how to go about doing that. So that is definitely something I will need to learn. Yeah. I also need to try and retroactively edit together the Spoke Zarathustra Volume 1, because I didn't save the raw video for that like I have with Moby Dick, but I do have all of the edited video. So I won't be able to I guess, alter the volumes or anything for the Volume 1 book. I'm going to keep it for this Volume 2 that we've just read, and for future ones, and release it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same for the other the other books or not. Hadn't really considered that, to be honest. Definitely going to do it for Moby Dick. Going to do it for Thus Spoke Zarathustra, or Thus Spake Zarathustra, whichever one the actual one is. I'm going to do it for that. But beyond that, I don't really know if it's worth doing for the smaller ones. Oh well. Just sitting quietly while we walk to the halls of eternity. After all, we need to find another 10 pages. To take us up to 30 out of 132 that we need in total. So we've got to remember, if we walk here manually, it's middle door. Also, we've got to remember it takes more than 6 minutes. Seven minutes. And even then we're still not there. We're getting close. I think this is the final chamber before the entrance to the Halls of Eternity. Yep, there we go. Nearly 8 minutes to get to the Halls of Eternity. It's quite a trek. It's quite a trek. Oh, we might as well pick that up while we're here. So, with that, we have reached the Halls of Eternity, and I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon or night, no matter what time of day it is. I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. I'm just moving out of the way of the column. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.